Hi, my name's Narrcost, and this is the worst game I've ever played, The Evil Within. The binary code that makes up this shit stain of a game was released to the world in October of 2014. For such wonderful consoles as the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and of course Microsoft Windows, because the PC master race still gets this disgrace. The Evil Within was directed by the legendary Shinji Mikami. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, the original creator of the Resident Evil series had his hand at this abomination. Let's really get into this sad excuse for a game. The Evil Within base game boasts 15 chapters following the misadventures of Detective Sebastian Castellanos and his idiot sidekicks Julie Kidman and Joseph Oda, both of whom are more forgettable than my first grade report on George Washington. Also, there's this kid named Leslie, and it's like screeches loudly and runs away like some sort of scared pterodactyl. He's really swell. This is where I would usually bring up the storyline, but for me to really do that, I would have to thumb out a serving of LSD and stare at the cover art of the original Saw film. To quote the legendary John Carmack, "Story in a game is like a story in a porn movie. It's expected to be there, but it's not that important." Which shows completely in everybody's line delivery, since they sound like the most unenthusiastic porn star from the 1980s. Now, at this point, you're probably saying, "Oh, Narrcost, you're being too rude. You know, this is not such a terrible game. What about Superman 64? Well, at least in Superman 64, they at least gave you the illusion that you were going through his rings before Lex Luthor was going to blow up the city. All in all, if you play this game and you know the ending, yeah, it's pretty much all for nothing, because they'd rather sit on their asses and think about a cerebral horror game, even though Silent Hill did it better about 15 years ago. Yeah, that's no excuse. Really, literally no excuse of how convoluted this game truly is. Imagine now, one day you woke up and your mom came into your room and she said, "Hey Jimmy, you go out, you go to school, you go to college, and then you don't get a job. You literally don't get paid. You're going to work McDonald's for the rest of your life." Now, for the millennials out there, that's probably not a joke. But yeah, that's exactly what this game is like. You're literally every promise in the world that it was going to be, yeah, this is going to be a resurrection of Resident Evil, thrown right out the goddamn window because it all means nothing in the end. Go ahead, go and play the game, and if you try to pull some bullshit, I read this on the back of a box of Golden Grams, you're full of shit and you should feel bad. We were all 14 once. And this is not very deep. But to wrap this up into a shit sandwich that you're going to have to eat anyways, the scariest thing about this game is the fact that the controls suck so bad. It's 2014. It's 2014. For no inexplicable reason whatsoever, Detective Castellanos runs around like a fucking cactuar from Final Fantasy. I don't understand it. There's no reason in 2014 why the main character should walk around like he has a whole wheelchair shoved up his ass. But this was a game that, of course, was riding off the curtails of a legendary name in the video gaming industry. But a game designer's reputation isn't enough to save itself from what this is. A terrible excuse for a game. Plain and simple. Oh, you don't think this is bad? I actually didn't install the patches for this game off my PS4, and you get to see it in its full-on glory. It took them months in order to patch in full screen. That's right, a standard in any video game, full screen, was not available for this game at launch. What? What were they smoking? There's nobody here. I don't even know who I'm talking to. Oh, and also let me put the cherry on top of that dog poo sundae. You know how you would have bought this game for $60 when it released? There was also 2 story DLCs to add on to the storyline that doesn't even matter. It really is the most pointless game that you will ever waste. You have more of an opportunity to gain something from staring at your wallpaper for 20 hours than playing the entirety of this game. That's no joke, no exaggeration. Trust me on this one. Or if you're really fucking curious, there's full playthroughs everywhere. Just, please for the love of God, put down the controller, go and buy Horizon Zero Dawn or something actually unique. Like Zelda's out. Fucking people love Zelda. My final rating on this, The Evil Within out of Evil Within. That's just a simple answer for shit over shit, because it's fucking shit. And of course, I'm a pandering YouTuber, so make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time, keep on gaming, brother man.